Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to install SuperATV's 2.5-inch lift kit on the CFMOTO ZForce 1000. So let's jump right in. The first thing that we're going to do is remove the front wheels. We're just going to be doing one side at a time here today. Once our wheels are removed, we're going to go ahead and disconnect our shock from our A-arm. Let's pick up on this A-arm here. We'll remove our hardware. We'll go ahead and disconnect our shock from the frame as well. We'll remove our nut, and we'll just grab a hold of our shock, push up on it a little bit, remove our bolt. Now we got our shock removed. We'll go ahead and set it aside for the time being. And we'll head on back here to the rear. So we'll go ahead and remove our rear wheel. Then we'll disconnect our lower shock. Just pick up on the A-arm, remove the bolt. Then we'll come up here to the top, remove our bolt. Pull the bolt out. And just remove the shock from the machine. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to take a measurement from right here to right there, and we'll write it down. And we'll want to make sure that we keep our rear shock separated from our front shock. Now we're going to head over to our spring compressor and get our new spring spacers installed to our shocks. There's a few different ways that you can compress your spring. We've chosen to use our compressor today. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip the shock upside down so that it sets right here where you make your preload adjustments. We went ahead and tightened it down so it's not moving, and we're just going to lower our compressor down to where we can get our compressor arms onto each of the coils. And if you have a safety latch, be sure that you use that. Now we're just going to compress our spring down. We're just going to do this until we can remove our retainer. We're just going to pop the retainer off, and then we're going to go ahead and remove the spring. So we're just going to decompress it. And we'll just pull our arms back out of the way. We'll just remove our spring, and then you're going to have two spring spacers in your kit. The smaller one's going to be for the front, and the larger one's going to be for the rear. This was a front shock, so we're going to use the smaller one here, and it's going to sit down just like this. That the side that has the cutout is facing up towards the bottom of the shock. So once we have our spring installed, we're just going to raise our compressor all the way up here to where we can get it on the coils of the spring. Then we're just going to start compressing our spring down. We'll compress it down until we can get our retainer reinstalled. Watch your hands, you don't want to get pinched anywhere, but you want to kind of push the actual shock. That way it'll go into place where it needs to be. And we'll start releasing the spring pressure. Once you have it all the way released, you'll go ahead and remove your spring compressor. Now we're going to do the same exact thing for the rear. Just want to compress it down until you can get your retainer off. Remove your compressor arms. Then we'll take our large or the taller spacer. We'll slide our spring on there. Start compressing it. You want to compress it down to the point to where you can get your retainer back on. We're going to start loosening the spring pressure here. And you'll go ahead and remove your spring compressor tool from it. Then you'll remove your shock from the spring compressor. And then we're going to head back into the shop and get them reinstalled on the machine. So now we're back in the shop. We got both our shocks. If you forget which one goes where, always remember that your longest one is going to be in the rear. So let's go ahead and get the rear reinstalled here. We're just going to slip it into the lower pocket on the A-arm first. Then we'll get our bolt, lift our shock up, slide it through just like that. We'll go ahead and put our nut on. And then we'll grab our lower shock bolt. And we'll just pick up on this lower A-arm. Get it slid right back into place. Then once we have it in place, we'll go ahead and tighten our hardware back up. Now we're going to slide our shock back up in the upper mount on the frame. We'll go ahead and we'll do the same thing for the lower here. Let's get our A-arm lined up. We'll go ahead and we'll fully tighten the hardware. Then we're going to repeat these steps for the opposite side, and then reinstall your wheels and tires. And there you have it. That's how super quick and easy it is to install SuperATV's 2.5-inch lift kit on this CFMOTO ZForce 1000. For more information on this lift kit or any of SuperATV's great products, feel free to give us a call at 855-743-3427 or check us out online at superatv.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.